Good morning, heroes. Welcome back. Whew, let me tell you. All right, well, let's see here. We are on our Runemaster. I was trying to get out more videos over the last couple days for you guys when it came to the Sun Cleric, but they did an update and it completely obliterated the talent trees. I double checked this morning. They were all fixed from what I could tell, so we will work on those videos as soon as we get in. Let's see, supplies, yes. The disruption ends, yes. Let me make sure that there's not a new one up here. I'm trying to do all the quests except for the ones that require me to go off to new zones, like Ashen Vale, Stone Talon, or Thousand Needles kind of thing. Like this one wants me to go to Stone Talon, so we're not doing it. But yeah, so we're back at it with the Runemaster. I will get those videos done up as best I can over the next couple days. Work on them tonight and tomorrow. When I get off work, and then that way we can get those out and ready for you guys to view as soon as possible. So yeah, I mean we are definitely doing what we can to help out. All right, so we still need more Briarthorn. Do we have any more quests out there? No. So all of our quests are out this way. So we're looking for Briarthorn, we're looking for Peace Bloom, and if I remember correctly, we were also looking for... yeah, we were going to do Earthroot Peace Bloom, but doing Mage Royal and Briarthorn... excuse me. Ends up being a way better option for us. So, at least in terms of leveling that up. We will try to get some dungeons done this morning. We may not be able to. I know the server has kind of gone downhill a little bit. Let's see what... Okay, that's current Camp Tarajo. That's still down here. I know the server is a little on the lower side right now because everybody's kind of just waiting. Everybody's in that mode of, you know, they keep telling us that it's coming. They keep telling us that it's gonna be the, you know, this next month or this next quarter. And so we're all kind of just waiting to see what exactly is gonna happen. As far as the server going live, they swear that having Project Epoch on board is not going to change any of the stuff for this particular server, but I don't know. We'll see. As far as Epoch goes, don't get me wrong, I think it's a great server, but I think that I think that server is just a little too easy. Like, I played it for a little bit. I was trying to see if it would be something worth putting on the channel. It does have a relatively large community, so if it was something that you guys are interested in, I have no problem adding it to our repertoire of things to play. But at the same time, it just feels like it's a little too easy, even without heirloom gear, even without, you know, the scrolls of XP and things like that. It feels as if I spent a solid 2 hours just grinding levels. It feels like I could probably get way up in levels just doing that. I watched a level 1 warlock stand at the very beginning of the troll quest zone, and probably in the span of about 15 minutes became level 5 by killing the same crabs over and over again. All right, new level 22. Thankfully this didn't get messed with at all. Become as hard as stone. Oh yeah, that's right. Um... We'll grab this one. And then I guess we'll have to grab these two here. I still feel like that's going to be a problem. With the fact that we get a ton of talent points, which is great. But it also feels like we're getting too many talent points. And so to combat that, they're making us pick skills we normally would not consider picking. Oh, Dungy. That was not the skill I wanted. But that's fine. We're going to come run over here real quick. Okay, so we've already done this one. I'll leave the book up, or the bobblehead for now, in case anybody wants to grab quests. Okay. There we are. So, we're still not doing good. We got to figure out the rotation for this build. Because it still feels like... I mean, yeah, granted, all these guys are, 25, 44, 25. I mean, they're considerably ahead of us in levels. I mean, we just hit 22. But at the same time, like, I feel like we should be doing way more damage than we are. Oh, I think that spell missed. And now we're almost out of mana. Let's get some mana going here real quick. They can go get into combat, it's fine. But yeah, like, we really need to figure out what... Like, that's int spirit... The problem is this build, for whatever reason, if memory serves me correctly, requires spirit, and we have no there's no heirloom gear that is strictly spirit, which is the problem. What's up, Alex? So I don't know if that's just something that they need to fix. Like, if there was heirloom gear that was spirit based, I would be more than happy to go get it, especially for a character like this. But you're telling me that we cannot currently get any heirloom gear that is spirit based, so I'm sacrificing damage because there's nothing available for me to use. It also could be just one of those cases where this build doesn't really apply much until much later on. Compared to some of the other caster classes like Necromancer and the Stormbringer. Like, they get some serious damage early on. Nothing much, just in school. In school? I mean, I appreciate you watching, boss man, but shouldn't you be paying attention in school? But no, I'm, you know, glad to see you on. And the other thing too is, like, we're not getting hardly any mana back, so our mana consumption is kind of gross. Boop, boop. Like, I know we could do Way of the Water, and that would give us more mana back. But, like, we're already not doing enough damage. Like, I could pop Way of the Water, and now we have replenishment, so we can get more mana back. But yeah, I'm just not. I'm not sure why we're not doing more damage, aside from the fact that we don't have enough spirit. I got like 4 minutes to my first class. And last class? What, you only have... How many classes you got a day? Because, like, my nieces and nephew, they have, like, 7 a day, I think is what it was. Because they're not doing, we called it block schedule. I don't know what they would call it nowadays. But it's where you have, like, A days and B days or whatever. And then you alternate on Fridays. But yeah, we called it block schedule. I don't know what the school systems call it anymore. You only got 1 today and then like 3 tomorrow. So are you on block schedule? Like A days and B days kind of thing? sorta. Because, like, I was like that for my senior year. Because, my senior year on my A-days, I literally went to Votech and then came back, lunch, band practice, and then I was done for the day. And then on B-days, it was go to Votech, come back for lunch, band practice, English class, and then I was done for the day. Boom. This Necromancer seems to have a lot of big summons, like different types. He just had a bone colossal out. Now he's got a big fat dude. I have two main classes, Consumer Math and Brit Lit. This might be showing my ignorance. What, first of all, what is consumer math? Shouldn't it just be math? And then Brit lit, like British lit, like Britain literature? I'm confusion, my guy. Ooh, that was not what I wanted. The other problem with this build right now, I don't know what consumer math is. Yeah, I'm sorry, but any math that is required, whether you're a consumer, unless they're talking like, you know, how to appropriately deal with like tax rates and things like that, it's just math. It might be slightly more than addition and subtraction, but it's still just math. Or as we're informed by our friends across the pond, maths, plural, because there's more than one type of math. Which way you going, Tank? Little Drenai guy. We straight up did decimals again, like it was the second grade. See, the title of the class, though, makes me think that they are teaching, like, tax rate type mathematics. And so decimals are kind of important because you need to know... You need to know how that system works when you're applying tax rate to certain things. But at the same time, like, most states you can just multiply anything you're talking about by 1.0825 or whatever your tax rate is and easily get the answer. It's not a complicated process. Or if you're trying to do it backwards, you divide it by... I think you still divide it by 1.0825 in most states. Okay, I don't know if it's the healer that's doing bad or if this tank is just atrocious. He's almost died on every pull. We'll level up during this, but... Alright, man. Well, have fun in class. Like, I'm almost willing to try one of the other Runemaster builds just to see if it's literally the fact that we have no spirit. And we may just do that. We may go look at the other DPS build. Reduces cast time, increases the damage dealt by unleashed glyphs by 10%, allows 50%. Yeah, why not? Because, like, for example, like, this one is saying spirit. This one says agility. This one says agility. We'd probably do this guy here. Because this one is two-handed weapons. I like that better than trying to do daggers and shadow stuff. But I'm almost willing to give one of these a try because we don't have a way to naturally get spirit. And you need spirit for this. Increases your spell damage by 30% of your spirit. Spell critical strike chance by 20% of your spirit. And hit rating by 8% of your spirit. So without spirit, we're not getting any bonuses really to our hit rating, our critical strike rating, or our overall damage. So it's crazy that we're not getting, like, we don't have a way to do it. There is no... This is what I'm trying to do. There's no heirlooms that give natural spirit. Like this right here, this is int. This is int. The polished, this is strength. I think it's funny that it's showing as leather when in fact this is mail and plate, but whatever. Shield, stamina. Preened. This is what we're wearing right now, but this is int based. As far as rings go, the seer, int. Sorcerer, int. Shadowcraft, agility, Dreadmist, int and spirit. Well, here's the question. Preened. Int and spirit. Just int. Just int. So, I mean, I'll wear cloth if I'm going to get more spirit out of it. That's int. Int and spirit. I mean, we can try it. It's not the gear that we're supposed to be wearing. But we we need a... What we really need is an armor set that is primarily spirit and then has other attributes attached to it. Okay, so now everything is kind of leveled out a little bit. Our spirit did go up some. But, like, even if I go to not known, I hate the fact that they put these in here as heirlooms. They're not heirlooms. But here you go. Burnished. That's strength. That's all burnished. Champion. Agility. Int. Weird. Int. So mystical is all int as well. Pendant of the adventurer, stamina. Pendant of discovery, stamina. Of the bulwark, stamina. Pristine light forge, stamina. And it's plate. Like, it's the only actual plate gear, which is crazy. Agility. That's a fist weapon. Oh, interesting. Bulwark. Stamina. This is agility. Stick on a carrot. Strength. Plate. Nice. Yeah, that's everything. Like, this is the only other weapon I don't have, and it's agility. This is an offhand with int. Melee weapon with stamina. So, yeah, there's no spirit-based gear, which is what we need for this character. So, devs, if you're watching, homies, can we get... I don't even care if you have to make it up or change the stats of at least one heirloom piece. It's not going to hurt my feelings any, but we really need a spirit-based gear if you're going to make this character spirit-based. Or change it to where it's an int-based character. Either way would work. The simplified solution is 100% going to be change the character to being int-based versus spirit-based. But I mean, that's the conclusion I'm coming up to. Is either you're going to have to change the class to be imp-based, or we're going to have to find a way to get spirit with heirloom gear. If somebody's trying to level faster, they're going to buy heirloom gear. It's just, that's the way it is. But with me putting on cloth, I'm sacrificing armor in order to accommodate slightly more damage, and I think it's actually evened out. I don't think I'm getting any more damage. I think it's literally the same. We got a new engraving. Speaking of which, we haven't been applying our... So we have one causing all direct damage dealt to deal an additional 40 damage to enemy. Can only occur once per second. That's fire, water, and earth. Actually, let's try earth for a hot second here. Just see how well that works out. I'm gonna have to do some testing to figure out if with more int, if I'm hitting harder over spirit at this level, because it is possible that I do. But it says we're supposed to be a spirit-based class, so we need to have better access to spirit. So I may put that in the Discord. And I don't know what it is, but lately there have been some people in the Discord chats that have taken it upon themselves to just, I don't want to say bully, but not be helpful. I'll put it that way. They have taken it upon themselves to not be helpful in any way when someone posts that they have an issue or they're needing assistance with something. Like, I get being a troll, but when someone's trying to call attention to a bug that has occurred in the game, like yesterday, trying to get videos done, there was a patch, and all of my characters, not just one or two, but all of my characters had issues with their talent trees. And so I was trying to draw attention to it. I put in a bug report. I also put it in the content creators Discord, as well as the general discussion Discord for our particular server, just to be like, hey, in case no one else has said anything, there's this bug after this patch, or this update, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm trying to let everybody know that this is an issue. And then to have people basically just come back and be like, oh, get good, noob. It's like, bro, first of all, it doesn't help. Like, at all. And secondly, it, like, let's be real. If you're not going to try to help solve the problem and be like, oh, hey, you know, what character are you playing, or what class are you saying are messed up, like, trying to help get detail to maybe fix the situation. It's like, come on, man. Like, all I'm trying to do is help everybody who's playing the game. The only way this is ever going to go live, the only way this is ever going to progress so that more people can play it and enjoy it as much as I like to play it and enjoy it, is if we work as a team to get this thing done. So when somebody calls out an issue, whether that affects your class, your character, your server, whatever, like, you don't need to be a turd about it on Discord. Let's prove that this community is not toxic like so many other games. Let this be a place where people can enjoy it and have fun and communicate and just have a good time, man. Like, I don't understand the need to just create a hateful environment for no reason. Like, if that's the things you're into, man, there's plenty of... Go play Fortnite, for God's sakes. Speaking of other games, since this didn't want to work yesterday, I played Lies of P for the first time. Which, by the way, is a phenomenally fun game. I find it to be, maybe because I've played a lot of Elden Ring, I find it to be relatively easy. I'm not trying to say that it is an easy game by any stretch of the imagination, but I find it to be easier than most other Souls games that I've tried to play. It's just one of those things where it's just like, for whatever reason, it's like they went, we want it to be hard, but we don't want it to be too hard, you know? Which is fine. Strength, stamina, intellect. 4, 5. Ugh. Okay, now we can go south and hopefully find Varag the Dervish. We were trying to do his quest the other day when we had to get off, and we could not find him. So hopefully we can do that today. Would be nice. All right. Oh, goodness gracious. But, yeah. We may, like, when we hit the hour mark, we may switch over to one of the other builds just to try it out and see if we can do a little bit more damage with it. Because the more damage we can do, the faster we can quest. The faster we can quest, the more XP we get, which means we level faster until we hit level 60, which is the goal. We're trying to hit level 60. It says he's supposed to be right here, but he's not. So I'm just going to start wiping out. So with the Earth Rune on, it says engrave an Earth Rune upon your weapon for 1 hour, causing all direct damage dealt to deal an additional 29 nature damage to an enemy and 1 additional nearby enemy. Can only occur once every second. While active, direct damage dealt has a 15% chance to unleash Earthbrand on the target. Earthbrand deals 45 nature damage up to 5 enemies within 8 yards of your target. So that's just AoE damage, which is nice. I think you should be able to engrave at least 2 runes on yourself. I mean, that's just my opinion. Hey, TwitchBot, go find someone else to bug. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Let's go in here and do the turtles real fast while we're here. 2 of 8. Alright, so apparently we just needed to take out enough of those guys to summon the boss? Alright, let's go back and see if he's actually here. Marauder. Blood Charger. Maybe that's it. Maybe you just have to take out enough of the... Centaur dudes. I don't know why my brain was drawing a blank on what they are. For him to get summoned? Maybe? Is that him? It is. So, yeah. Alright. Well, that would have been nice to know last time. Because we were, like, trying to avoid taking down these... like, I was trying to avoid fighting as much as possible last time because we were running out of time. And I just wanted to take down the boss. So I came over here and I took down, like, 2, maybe 3 people. And I was like, he's not here. What is this? And then, so we just logged out for the day. But good to know for the future. Because as of right now, I'm still, like, when the game goes live, I still think, as of right now, my favorite class by far is going to be the Stormbringer. So I think that's going to end up being my main. Unless something else just happens to completely blow me out of the water in terms of fun damage type, even though I know for a fact we're going to level a little slower playing the Stormbringer, compared to, say, like, the Ranger or the Tinker, I think it would be more fun for me, because I enjoy that class a little bit more. Don't get me wrong, I love the Ranger, and I like the Tinker, or Tinker. See, that needs to be renamed. It should be Tinkerer, because you tinker with things. That's an action, right? I tinker with something. The person doing it is a tinkerer. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. Who knows? I just... just doesn't make sense in my brain, I guess, to call it a tinker. Because, again, that's just an action. It is something that one does. Lost in battle. We seem to be close enough that it's asking us to go down here. I'm not sure what quest this is. Consumed by hatred. Oh, we just need to get tusks by taking all those out. We're actually going to abandon this quest because this quest is terrible. Ooh. There we go. But yeah, yeah. The Silithid eggs or whatever, that quest is terrible for 2 reasons. Number 1, it takes forever. If you were able to get eggs by just taking out things instead of having to go over there, take out a bunch of stuff, then click the one egg you happen to be next to then take out another target to then get the egg, like, there's just too much going on over there. If you're able to take them down extremely fast, then the quest is not that bad. But if you struggle with taking down the target, it's going to be terrible. So I will forever, just like the quest down here for the eggs for the raptors, you have to get it from Razor Hill. So if you actually follow the quest line where you leave the Valley of Trials, come down here to Sinjin to do all these quests, then you come up here and it's like, oh no, but we want you to come back down here. It's like, no. I'd rather take the flight point, grab that, run down here, grab up all those quests, and then just do it all at one time. Problem is if you do not have bind on account gear, you cannot get the egg quest until much later on, and we passed the Lost in Battle part. It's over here. I clicked on the thing that was next to the body, and we just didn't click on the body. But yeah, like, there's just so much back and forth that you could do. But once you understand where the quests are and how to do the quests, there's a easier way to do it. It's like when we first started playing this character. If you guys go watch that live stream, we came up here and we did the Harpy quest. And then we came back, and then we came up here and did that Harpy quest again, and then we came back, and then we came up here and we did the third Harpy quest, so that we were done with this area, and now we're doing the Kellogg quest, like Varog. There's one more that we have to do. He's over on this side, so we'll go pick that up here in just a minute. I'm going to grab the flight point here, take it back up there. We're not going to do the Consumed by Hatred quest yet, because there is a quest here that will have us go run off and take out a bunch of the Quill Boar for weapons. So we might as well do those two quests at the same time. Just makes more sense. But we will turn this quest in while we're here. And I will just pick everything up. Nope. That's Thunder Bluff. I will pick up this one because it's just to go talk to the guy in Crossroads. And we're going back to Crossroads anyway. Tribes at War. And then there is the blacksmith guy over here. He's the one that wants the weapons. Now, there used to be an add-on, and I wish PF Quest did this for you as well. I can't remember the name of the quest, or the name of the add-on, so please forgive me on that. That was in retail, and it grouped up all the quests. And it was like, only grab this quest, and this quest, because they're in the same area. And then only grab this quest, and this quest, because they're in the same areas. And so it really got to be where you would be doing quests and know exactly where you needed to go. And it made questing 1,000 times faster. PF Quest kind of does that. Welcome back, Alex. I just can't remember the name of that add-on. Was it Quest Helper, maybe? I don't remember. I really don't. It's been so long. I wish I had it up on the computer. There was a picture that circulated when it comes to retail WoW. They're getting ready to release Midnight, which is the 12th expansion. It's crazy to believe I've been playing a game that has that many expansions. Quest. Oh, that's the... Okay, yeah. There's a... Yeah. Yep. Got it. That is this quest. But it's crazy to think that I've been playing retail WoW long enough to have played probably 10 of the expansions. Where's my... Oh, my phone's right there in front of me. Hold on. Let's find out here real quick. I've got the picture on my phone. So, I have played Vanilla, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, Mist of Pandaria, Warlords of Draenor, Legion, Battle for Azeroth. I played a little bit of Shadowlands, not enough to really count it, so I don't. I did play Dragonflight. I finished the entire questline of Dragonflight. I just didn't do any of the raids. I never played War Within, I don't think. And I'm not going to be playing Midnight. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of 12 expansions I've played in retail. Which is insane to think about. That there's number one, that many expansions. But number two, that we have that game's been going on as long as it has been. It's absolutely insane. Um, that being said, though, I've thoroughly enjoyed playing those games. I still think my favorite class out of all of them, if you want to go with all of the changes that have happened, um, let's see, you are in Silverpine Forest, and you are in Thunderbluff, so we're not doing either of those. If you go with all the changes, Evoker is probably my favorite class because we got to play the Rexxar. If you wanted to play the Rexxar, you could be an Invoker after, I think it was like a month. They added the Invoker to a couple other races, aside from just the Rexxar. But I picked Rexxar because why not? Evoker is a lot of fun. It was one of the first like super fast casting spell casters at the time. Absolutely enjoyed that. If we go before a bunch of the changes, I think the original Death Knight, when it first came out in Wrath of the Lich King, hands down, the most broken, overpowered, amazing class in the entire game. Because you could 5-man dungeons with just Death Knights. And it was insane. That was also the first time I ever started getting into doing like builds for my guild. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do builds, but I'm only gonna do the Death Knight. And so I spent like, I want to say 2 weeks, 3 weeks, doing everything I could to figure out the Death Knight as a tank, as a healer, or not a healer. Not to mention Vokers were terrific healers too. I mean, they were, yeah. But like, I absolutely enjoyed, like trying to get build video or build guides out for my guildies when it came to, let's see, this should be the war behind us, right? No. That's this one down here. Okay. I want to finish this guy's questline real quick. Kind of, sorta, not the way they used to be. When they were first dropped, blood DKs could out heal basically all damage. Your frost DKs couldn't take damage, and your unholy swung faster than rogues, which was insane. So what you would do is you would have a frost DK, 2 blood DKs, and 2 unholy DKs in a 5-man group, and nobody would die, nobody would take damage, and everyone was attacking retarded fast because the DK presence was a buff just like paladin buffs, so everyone got them and they stacked. I kind of, sort of. I mean, I wouldn't say they were as broken, but they still hit like a truck in Mist of Pandaria. I think they took a sideline when the Demon Hunters came out, because Demon Hunters are still arguably one of the best classes, especially if you're a new player and you've never played retail before. I would tell everyone, play a Demon Hunter. The tank spec is incredibly strong, hard to kill, easy to do quests in because it does a ton of damage. But overall, I think, yeah. My top 3 classes would have to be DK, would have to be the Evoker, and Demon Hunters. And Demon Hunters just because their tank and DPS forms are brutal. DPS can push it out. It just takes a little bit more damage than some of the other, or the other build. but it is definitely worth playing both as tank and DPS, in my opinion. DKs, they're still good to play. I think they're still a lot of fun. I think their starting zone has gotten boring. Their presence still stacks in Misapparent, and I would run 20-man raids with 5 to 60Ks. Are you talking classic or are you talking retail? Because I know classic just went to Mista Pandaria. And they have Death Knights still. So are you talking about the retail classic? Because they fixed the presence issue like the first or second patch of like retail. Not classic. Where is Big Boy? Because I can tell you this, if you're talking private server that's set, oh, okay, that's a little different. I'm talking retail, my guy. In retail, yeah, they fixed that first or second patch that came out after the Death Knights because they realized how janky it was to have that much overpoweredness of a single class. There we go. Okay. That quest is now done. We can go back and turn that in. The dead tree is where we need to go for that quest. Absolutely. I can pull up. Oops, snap. I'll do this, Denji, and then we can do some stuff. That's fine. I'm trying to. I just don't know if I want to stay this particular class because, don't get me wrong, I'm liking the spell casting that's going on. But the fact that I am running into the issue of not being able to properly do this class because we don't have access to enough spirit. Okay, let's pop this. Sure. No, great. And they want to do everybody. Uh-oh. That's not entirely true. Hey, look, it's a Shaw. Speaking of missing Pandaria. Too bad you can't get on too, Devin. That'd be nice. Just 3-man some Mana Storms. This dungeon might actually take half a minute. Okay. I'll jump in Discord in just half a second. Problem with me trying to tab away right now is we're in combat. Dang, did they change? Homie's level 59, and he is taking an absolute ton of damage. Did they change the cultist tank? That thing used to be the most survivable PTR server. Yeah, we're in the PTR. We're gonna be on Rexxar, not what you call it, Bronzebeard. And if we're doing mana storms, it's not gonna matter what alliance you are. So if you want to be, if you have a horde character or an alliance character in the 20s that you're wanting to level, mana storms won't matter. Not that it matters dungeon wise either, but I may also change my build to the melee one to test out for a little bit. Just FYI, since I don't have access to a ton of spirit right now. I think we also need access to more instant casts, if I'm being honest. Ow. Tank died. All right, let me jump over to Discord since I did die, though. All right. Should be able to hear me. Then we just gotta wait for Devin if he's able to jump into.
What up?
What's going on, man?
Nothing much, just waiting for my stuff to update.
Yeah.
So I haven't been on in ages.
Well, I mean, look on the bright side. At least the issues from yesterday got resolved. They did a patch yesterday, and I don't know if it was everybody or what the deal was, but it ended up wiping all of my talent points on almost every one of my characters. Or
Oh, that's not good.
Or there was issues with said characters to where like I was getting ready to try and do a build video yesterday with the Sun Cleric because I finally hit 60 with it. And
Yes.
I go to do the build video and I try to switch specs, and most of the talent tree points, there was like 2 nodes that were missing, and so I couldn't progress the talent tree. So I put in a ticket for it, and it looks like as of this morning it got fixed because there was another patch, and I logged into that character just to see what was up, and everything got reverted back, thankfully. So it's still set up as a healer right now, but I can actually change classes, and there's all the nodes available. But
That's good.
I don't know how long this dungeon's going to take because they're under the impression that we have to clear every boss now.
No, not entirely.
Yeah.
You just have to kill the main boss.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like if you go read the patch notes for the last major change they did for the dungeons, which was a couple days ago, what they said was is they increased all the health and damage of everything that's in dungeons and mana storms.
Hmm.
And then on top of that, they made it to where enemy target, thank you. If I read it correctly, they did change it to where now, at least on Rexxar and Bronzebeard, if you see a enemy out in the wild, and you're like, you know, I really like that dude's drip. I want that robe that he's wearing. I want that staff that he's got because it looks cool. You can farm that thing, and eventually it will drop everything that it is wearing as lootable items. I don't know if that affects dungeon bosses anymore, but... Or, I don't think it does them, but...
That'd be cool.
So... Tank, can we get them off of me, please? I am but a little bitty Runemaster.
Squishy.
And I'm having to wear cloth armor instead of leather armor because there's no heirloom gear that is strictly faith-based.
Sure.
So...
That's always aggravating.
Well, it's like I said earlier in the stream, like, the two easiest ways to fix the issue with the Runemaster being faith, spirit-based, rather. I keep wanting to say faith, like this is freaking Elden Ring. But spirit-based is either A, we change the class to be int-based.
Yeah.
40k, this is the Rexxar server, also known as Conquest of Azeroth. But yeah, so either change the Runemaster to being int-based instead of faith-based, or spirit-based, or create an all-new set of gear that is spirit-based. Now,
Or just, like, bring in a set that's, like, and just change the main stat being, like, spirit, and just add that in.
well, that's what I'm saying. Is like they could go the route of like ESO, where there are certain sets of gear that, at least I think it was ESO. It's either ESO or is it Final Fantasy? I can't remember right this second. But they have a system where if I'm wearing a set of gear and I change classes and the main stat of that class is different than whatever active stat I have on the gear is, it swaps the stat over. So like it may have agility and strength on it, and if I'm in an agility based class, the agility stat is active. But if I'm a strength based character with that gear on, then the strength based stat is active. And they could do it that way with all the heirlooms and just give all the heirlooms all the stats. I mean, you would really only need one of each armor type, you know, leather, cloth, plate. But it would make the stuff more versatile. Now, I don't know how easy that is. I am not a programmer by any stretch of the imagination, but...
Neither am I. Well, I can do like simple code. That's it.
Yeah, that's still beyond me. I have 3 cultists in this group.
Why?
I just
One
looked at
cultist
my...
is more than enough.
Well, I have a feeling I have the, No, that can't be right. I only see 2.
You got a Reaper.
I know I have a Reaper, but for whatever reason, my DPS meter is showing 3 cultists. Hold on. I'm not even paying attention to the fight. Let's see here. I have a DPS cultist, I have a healer cultist, and I have a tank cultist. Yeah, so I have all 3.
Huh. And you also got a Reaper probably also doing DPS.
Yeah, the Reaper's a level 18 DPSer. I just happened to look down and notice that I was like second on the DPS chart. And I was like, wait a minute. Like I'm struggle bussing as a caster right now.
But but if you're struggling and you're doing more DPS than like 3 other people,
Well, my
that's pretty
problem
good.
with the caster anyway is for the most part it doesn't feel like it was set up properly. And that could just be because I primarily play casters, and the other casters I have played feel more solid in their role. For example, like the Stormbringer feels very solid. Necromancer feels very solid. As
Yeah.
casters, this one feels like it was designed to either be a pure hybrid build or hybrid class where you can do spells, but you're primarily supposed to be doing melee, or set up as a melee class completely. So that's why, if we ever get to this last boss so I can leave, I'm going to switch this guy over to a melee centric build so that I can see if that just feels better. And it's possible this might be one of those casters that you have to wait until it's, you know, in the 20s and 30s and whatnot to really start feeling like it's being fleshed out. But at the same time, this early on, it's feeling a little weak sauce in my opinion.
Vocation always goes first.
I like how he said we're gonna do all the bosses, and he... Oh, there he goes. Now he's gonna pull this guy. All done. Okay. We're about to hit 25, though. Okay, there's level 25.
Yeah, my stuff's still updating, and I'm just helping my sister out with some
Oh, good.
MDOS stuff,
What's that dog?
because she's doing a thing called a Book It, where it's like a round-based thing, and you have to answer questions and whatnot, and it's regarding math.
Interesting. I think when I get to work
And
today,
it's like a wave defense thing.
yeah.
I chose the tower thing.
I think when I get to work today, I'm gonna figure out what the heck, what'd you call it? Commerce math?
I only have 11.
Consumer math.
Consumer math. I'm gonna have to Google that. 'Cause that just makes
I
sense.
honestly don't know what it does, but I'm just told to take it, so I just take it. Because it's one of the requirements for seniors.
Jeez. Yeah, I like when I was in school, we had like the highest, quote unquote, highest rated math class you could do was like calculus, I think. And that was before all the new age nonsense got added to the math. curriculum, I guess. I feel bad for math teachers, man. Like
I don't.
It's like every year they're having to relearn how math works so they can teach whatever nonsense the new math quote-unquote program is. And it's like, math is math, man. Why do we gotta make math more complicated? For some people, it's already complicated, and you're going, yeah, but we're gonna change all the rules.
Unless.
Oh.
We need to have fire defenses.
Hey, Devin, if you're still there, do you got a character that you're wanting to play? I didn't hear him join Discord, so I don't know if he's...
Neither did I.
Alright, I just left that dungeon. Let's go turn in our quest. And then before I accept the next quest, I will switch over to a DPS. Or melee DPS, rather. I know he's technically at work. So it's like...
So you can't join us.
Well, I mean, he has a really nice job where he can work from home most days.
Oh, gotcha.
He just has to be available if there's an issue that pops up. Which is awesome. I wish my job could figure out that I could literally do my job from home. But apparently that's a big no-no. Like, I'm literally sitting in a cubicle just like I am right now at my desk here at the house. I sit at work doing the exact same thing, and when I don't have a customer, I do whatever I want. So why not just give me a way to get phone calls here at the house? And I could literally have up the program. I could go get another monitor so I could have 3 monitors and have the program running on one and doing whatever I want on the other 2. I don't know. Reduces the cast time of elemental burst. Damage dealt by elemental burst and permanent now has a 20% chance to reset the cooldown of cold rune blast and make its next use. Okay, that sounds good. We'll go with that.
What, the toucan?
Get more coins.
I mean, toucan was a bird that did Fruit Loops.
Yeah, but it's one of the towers in this. It's a bunch of birds that are the towers. And apparently toucan, you can get more coins, like more money per wave completion.
Interesting. Alright, let's try Rift Blade. That's the one we will try. So for passives, we get Primordial Blast and Surging Slash, now refresh the charge of Rune Blade. Rune Shroud now has a 15-second duration. Rift Blade at level 15 reduces the cost of Rune Blade by 50%, and every third Rune Blade now restores 220 mana, increased by 20% while Water Attunement. And Rift Blade at level 20, damage dealt by Rune Blade now reduces the cooldown of Surging Slash by 1.5 seconds. So it seems like Surging Slash should be good. Smolder requires a 2-handed melee weapon. Ignite your blade and strike an enemy, dealing 135 weapon damage plus 18 fire damage. Okay. Hoarfrost. Somebody was stealing from Elden Ring. Uh,
Can't upgrade it.
slash in
You
front of
don't
you
have
dealing
to.
73 frost damage and up to 8
I'm
enemies.
just showing you.
That's good. Hurricane,
Not
strike
done
an enemy
50.
5 times over 2
Not done
seconds. Each
50.
strike dealing 90% weapon damage.
When it's
Major damage
7.
while striking your target. You take 50% reduced damage, but cannot use any spells or abilities. Fine. Wind Sage, Smolder now envelops you in a wind, causing your next 3 rune blade strikes to deal an additional time for 30%. Okay, sounds good. So it seems like Smolder is a good one to try and buff. Damage dealt by Airbrand now has a 40% chance to reduce the cooldown of Surging Slash.
Oh, sweet. My stuff's up, so let me check my stuff.
Okay.
First, let me check my necro.
I may text Devin here in just half a second because I haven't seen him respond back in chat. You still there, Dev, or are you busy doing something? Airbrand.
We should add one like over here.
Hmm.
Okay, the next one,
That was done quick.
We're back to
You can
now.
change your transmogrification visibility setting at any time in the wardrobe. What?
Sure.
Oh, I
There.
forgot I was running a death.
Increases your damage dealt by surging slash and permanent. Sure. That was relatively inexpensive. All right. Okay. Rune feed. Remove 1 curse from ally. No thanks. It wants us to have Airbrand on. We can get rid of that. Primordial Blast is okay. Okay, Rune Blade can still stay there. Surging Slash is a
Alright.
6-second cooldown. Hoarfrost.
Oh, she's doing her quiz.
Hurricane. Smolder. I have no idea what I really need for this. Wind Sigil. Oh, that's Enshroud. I don't care about that. Alright, let's grab this other
Oh,
quest.
I'm level 43 with my Fellsworn. Okay.
Alright, so primary stat is agility. So we're gonna go vanity.
equals 15.
Then you gotta go through all those equations and make sure it equals 15. You do. It's not that bad.
Okay, let me text Devin real quick. Let me see if he's still wanting to play with. I have 30 minutes.
Do you have to go to work or something?
Sadly, it'll be really nice when this is my job and I can look at the clock and be like, we can keep going for another 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. I really do love my job. I love the people that I work with. They are probably some of the funniest people I've worked with in a very long time.
Yeah.
But there's still a point where, you know, it's just, you know, uh I would really like to do this for my job instead of having to go to work and especially when you have to deal with people that, like, customer wise, that they don't like. I get if you're spending the kind of money people spend at our place, um you don't want to be told that you have to wait. You don't want to be told that, you know, your stuff is on back order or it's going to be 8 to 12 weeks. Like, I get it, you know, but at the same time, it's like there's nothing I can do about it, man. Like, I sit in an office. It's all I do.
Yeah.
So calling in and cussing me out is not going to get your stuff any faster.
Time sheet. What, they didn't? You did?
Okay. You can toss me an invite. My character's name is HHG Runes.
HHG runes.
Yeah, RUNES.
Oh, I just sent you a whisper so I can invite you.
Yep, that's me. Okay, I don't... Alright, he hasn't texted me back, so he may be doing something work-related. Worst case scenario, if he says, hey, I'm on, I can do it, then we can always drop out of one mana storm, grab him, and
Yeah, and
start
then
up another
go
one.
back and yeah.
Alright, I want to do this one quest, just because it's going to be a good way for me to test this build out a little bit. And then I will be ready. This quest doesn't take long, it's just take out a few enemies.
Oh, I gotta reset my entire skill tree. Okay.
Ah! Wow, so that's what Hurricane does. Okay. Okay, don't do that in a group full of people if you're not the tank. That hurt. So Hurricane's really cool. However, I didn't realize it will teleport you to whatever you're targeting.
9:35. I need to do my Spanish. Because I think I'm basically done for the day. Hey, about the money bird.
Let's do this one first. Get that buffed.
Don't need that. What did my sister send me?
The next round we can buff that one.
Okay, I'll look at that in a minute. Who are you? Sure.
Yeah, I just have to real quick go through my talents.
Yeah, you're fine. I'm going through all of my messages real quick because I just got like 50 of them on my phone. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything for work.
Yeah. What does this one do?
Cannot damage.
Okay. Resurrection. Let's heal up real quick.
Increases reload time of nearby towers. Tempting.
What does that one do?
Ow! Bro, what?
Great birds that fly around and throw feathers.
What would feathers do?
Gust of tornado that pushes back enemies. Cannot damage ghosts. How about the unicorn? Cannot damage.
Bro.
My lunch is long. Those from the horn.
That hurt. So I'm figuring out the skills. That's
I
good.
got one.
But at the same time,
Right there.
Hmm?
these guys are a little hard to beat.
I know.
Okay. I should be good whenever you are. I don't know how well I'm going to do at level 25 for whatever it is you're wanting to do.
We can just do Mana Storm.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how high up on Mana Storm you're wanting to do.
However high you want to go.
Well, I've got about 25 minutes before I gotta get off, so I don't know where you want to start, but I can
Yeah, I'm
definitely.
still just going through my talents. Because everything got reset.
I hit like a truck, but then they get like.
Just insta kill you.
Well, there's like 30 of them just stacked on top of each other. And they won't get away from each other, so I can't pick them off.
Increases your armor contribution.
Something's happened with the
Rounds by
quests.
125%. Yeah. I'll take that. I now have 250% more armor from leather items.
Nice.
I had to buy out. Where'd you go?
Yeah. Thank you. I will gladly yoink that. Let's go with.
Okay, other
Demonic
downside
Glyphic.
is this stuff has a lot of cooldown.
Increases your maximum health by 10%.
Okay, dude, we have
Yoink.
2 minutes. Spanish. I need to start.
There we go. They finally... Did we win, or did I fail the quest?
Reduces the cost of your Doomscar and Chaos Nova by 5 and increases your damage dealt by 15%. Chaos Nova.
I failed the quest.
Chaos Nova. Where's Chaos Nova? The hell? Dodging attacks causes 40% offhand weapon damage to attackers and enrages your party and raid members within 20 yards. Increasing their crit strike chance by 2% for 5 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, a lot of classes have gotten some major overhauls. I was playing the caster version of... See, why did they put them all right here? They used to be spread out nice and neat to where you could go in and just beat on one person. And now it's... Yeah. As soon as I go in to try and take out one, I get surrounded. I am not strong enough for that quest. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I think once I finish one of the current classes I'm working on, because I'm working on about 4, I think Necromancer will be the next one I go to.
That I can help you with.
I've got the Runemaster I'm trying to get up. I've got a Barbarian that we're trying to do, and I've got I have a third one I'm working on. But off the top of my head, my brain's not working. See, Barbarian, Runemaster. I'm slowly reworking on the Fellsworn.
Sweet, I'm a part of it.
No, I'm not going to be able to do this quest. They're just too lumped together.
I'm a part of it. I'm happy. I'm now a part of a thing called AMP, called Ambassador Mentor Program.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It took me like, I could have signed up like back in freshman year, but I'm like, I think I'm too retarded for it.
If you got in, definitely not.
Yeah.
All right, let's go do. We'll go do the Ishmael quest or whatever it's called. I gotta take out another zebra because apparently doing a dungeon got rid of his quest item, or his quest item is on a timer.
Now look at that range. Covers the entire map.
I mean, he say he's gonna be done, but is he gonna be done in time for us to do anything? That's the question. Camels are the greatest. I love the fact that they gave us a two-person mount.
Yeah.
In the current Bronzebeard purchasable. And it's on sale because it's usually 100 DP and right now it's only 50. So I went ahead and did it. I know they're giving out a whole bunch of links for it, but I never got one. And all the links that I've been clicking in the Discord channel have been used. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, I guess I didn't need to join Bronzebeard for free. Oh, yeah.
Alright. Oh, let's drop it down to level 21 Mana Storm. How's that sound?
Yeah. I mean, you're going to be probably doing the primary amount of stuff on it as I try and figure out this class. I am doing quite a bit of damage, but...
I'm sitting here at 2,000 health, though.
You've got double my health currently. I'm at a whopping 1,000.
I got, 2,119 health.
In fact, I think my mana and my health are... Oh, nope. My health is 1,000. My mana is 939.
See. My damage reduction is 43.52%. My dodge is at 23.13%.
Bro, I don't know if you're looking at the stream, but I had my character page pulled up while I was doing stuff, and now my sword is shooting a laser beam.
Alright, let's see this.
You may have to backpedal a little bit because it just came off, but that was hilarious. I'm gonna see if I can get it to do it again. I don't know what glitch that was, but that was dope. Yeah, you'll have to back the stream up probably about a minute. And I fight a bird, and my sword shot a laser beam out. It was great. I'm at the dead tree.
What the?
Right?
Oh, that's perfect.
I don't know how I got it to do it, but...
Oh, that made my day.
Well...
Alright, here we go.
I thought something broke. I pulled a raptor right as we entered Mana Storm, and my screen went bloop, and I was like, oh no. Alright, so this one is the big green dragon.
Yeah, you might be doing the damage on this one. I'm just gonna be here just eating it all. Oh. Oh. Okay. Just taking like little to no damage.
What spec are you running right now for your?
That's amazing.
Are you still running death, or are you running? Did you go back to your summoner?
I'm on my
Oh, you're on your
Fellsworn.
Fellsworn. My bad. I thought you were on your Necro.
I wish I was able to take no damage on my Necro.
So are you running the tank or DPS?
Yeah, tank.
Is he a vampire?
Not doing bad, per se. The build is actually quite simple.
Alright, focus on me. Focus on me. Alright, that's good. Dude, I'm taking like 10 damage. 1, 10, miss. Oh! Oh, that hurt. Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, you were standing in the purple stuff, my guy. Or the lightning bolt, rather.
Ow. I just saw my health go from like full to dead.
There we go.
That sucked.
Yeah, the lightning bolts do a lot of damage.
You're telling me.
Did you see that for Midnight they are releasing a new version of the Demon Hunter?
No.
So the Demon Hunter will now have 3 specs instead of just 2.
Oh god, what is it gonna be like? A melee DPS or something?
I haven't seen, like, they haven't announced what the spec is doing. But you are a purple demon. It's called... I'd have to go back and look. I don't remember the name of it. But it's essentially a... just based off of the name and look, it looks like it's going to be a another DPS class.
Sounds a lot like a melee DPS. Instead of like a ranged DPS.
I mean, you're a giant purple demon thing.
True.
I don't like the fact that whirlwind or tornado, whatever it's called, it teleports you around. I don't think I like that.
Yeah, let's bunch up a bunch of these stupids. I can't use shields, so I can't yoink it.
The other thing too is if I use my tornado skill and the primary target I use it on dies, it cancels the ability.
Huh. Oh, 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 lightning, lightning, stop touching me.
Actually, this build is not that bad. I thought because all of my skills, for the most part, were going to be cooldowns, I was like, this is going to be terrible. But it's ending up to be relatively simple. He's still gonna have his shield.
As long as he takes damage, we're fine.
Yeah. So it looks like what I need is faster ways to get my primary attack to give me charges back faster. And I also need more haste so that my other skills are coming off of cooldown faster.
Yeah.
Now
we're heading the right.
fucking shows up.
Enough with cursing. I'm gonna.
Go away, stupid balls of death! Go away, stupid balls of death! No!
I don't like being touched. I don't like being touched. Get away.
Look, I'll bring back the No No Score song. Leave us alone. When that song was popular for a whole month.
Yeah. Oh, more balls of death.
At least they're easier to see, in my opinion, than the lightning.
Yeah.
It's like my sword gets that weird, like, laser effect if I use my Hoarfrost and my, what is it called? Smolder skill. If I use them right after each other, it's like my blade gets the laser beam for a second or two. All right, we got 9 minutes. How far can we go in 9 minutes?
I'm so surprised I'm doing a decent amount of damage.
I mean, I'm shocked at how much. Like, this just proves my point, though, that I feel like this class was built to be primarily a, you know, melee-esque or hybrid build.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing much better as a damage dealer. I feel like it's smoother and faster as a melee.
Alright, level up. When raged for 10 seconds, instantly restoring 25 energy and decreasing your movement speed. Increasing your movement speed by 50%.
Nice.
Well, rush. Now dashes an additional 5 yards and reduces all damage taken by 4% for 5 seconds, stacking twice. Tempting. Really tempting. Build fell wrap. Yeah, don't mind me just setting up my rotation. Stomp. Go with that. Vengeance. Okay. Alright, I need melee skills on this, not just spells. Go with Twin Slice and Felrend.
Boom.
Oh yay, Stratholm.
Yeah.
I love this area.
Alright, bosses this way.
I love this stomp.
And this should be the last one, so we can lower her shield.
Oh, balls of death, balls of death.
Yeah. This is actually, I think my friend Devin would really like playing this class because he's huge into the melee classes, and this is turning into a lot of fun. So I think he would really like this one. All right, we could probably do this one and one more after that, and then I have to get off so I can get ready for work.
Alright.
Sadly. Ooh, gross tornadoes in this one. Get away from the tornado.
I just got launched by an eye.
Stupid tornado doing damage to me. Oh yeah. This is actually a lot of fun playing this one.
Alright, we can just ignore those guys and then just... Oh, I love that. I just get like 80% of my health in like a after completing a combo.
Oh, nice.
I love that.
Yeah, I knew that they were able to get a bunch of health back, but I didn't know how that operated. I'm still trying to re-level mine up.
I'm still just trying to learn mine, cause I went tank.
Okay.
It's not very nice of you, Cookie, to throw food.
How wasteful.
Although he does hurt.
Alright. That was as far as I was able to go. Because, actually, we need to complete this one for it to save, right? Well, it doesn't matter if I'm playing with you, because you're much further than this.
Yep.
Alright, you left. Leave Mana Storm.
I'm honestly gonna try to see if I can solo this one. I probably can, to be honest.
I know that class is able to do quite a bit.
I just
And
soloed up a Behemoth.
nice. There we go. All right, I'm back in the inn. All right, well, I sadly have to call it. I appreciate you jumping in and helping me out with leveling up a little bit. It was fun doing the Mana Storms. I've found the class that we're going to be, or the spec, will be probably leveling for the rest of this guy for now, anyway. Just because it makes more sense with the gear that I'm able to wear to do agility over trying to get spirit and intellect to somehow balance out. I'll go through and make sure that I'm not wearing anything crazy, like I need to redo that part. But I will catch you later. To everybody else that's watching, if you like the content and want to see more, make sure you hit subscribe. And I will catch all of you in the next one. Peace out, heroes.